Hi everyone, good evening and welcome to week 3, session 3 of how to transform your life in 30 days. Tonight we are going to be talking about mindset, and this is something that honestly I never even knew was a struggle of mine until I started coaching. So hi Samantha, if you guys are on, let me know that you are on. My name is Jac Kalaher. I am one of the coaches here in Energy is Life, and we are just really stoked to bring this to you. Sorry, my voice sounds pretty terrible. We were at Disney all weekend. It was epic. But we are so excited to bring these tips and tricks to you. Tracy is going to be joining me. She is getting off work right now. Hi, Tracy's on, Linda's on, Jessica's on. We want you guys, we're going to go fast because we know your time is very valuable. We know it's Monday night. You're getting back into it after the weekend. And we want you guys to be able to stay on live with us if you can. And if you're watching the replay, that's okay too. Just comment below, ask those questions, and tag us so that we can reach out to you. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Shaylin. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Haley. Oh my gosh, I love you girls. I'm so glad you're on. So again, we are going to be talking, Tracy, when you're ready. I know you're watching, but I also know you're walking to your car from work. So when you're ready, just request to join and I'll pop you on as well. So again, my name is Jac Kalaher. I am a mom of four boys, 8, 5, 2, and Liam is 3 months old. I have been a health and fitness coach, life coach for about 4 years now. And when I started this journey, personal development or working on my mindset was the furthest thing from my plan. I was like, what is this personal development stuff? I thought it was just for crazy people. So when I talk about mindset or when I talk about doing personal development, I don't take it lightly because I really didn't think I needed it. I thought it was just something that, I don't know, this is like a nice way to put it because I'm one of those people now, but I thought it was people that like crazy people were the only ones that did personal development or read self-help books or did anything like that. Well, I'm one of those crazy people, and let me tell you, it all works. So we're gonna get into it right away. Like I said, we're gonna go fast. I have my notes here, so if I'm looking down, don't think I'm like ignoring you. I want you guys to remember, if you have questions, please feel free to post them at any point in time. If I don't get to them right away, I will scroll back and I will definitely get to them. Either myself or Tracy will answer. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Susan. Hi, Courtney. I'm waving to you all. I'm so stoked you're on. This is great. And I know it's hard on a Monday, but we got this. Okay, so personal development, changing your mindset. What the heck is it? Personal development is digging deeper to find your true purpose and find true happiness, and not looking for happiness in other people, in your children, in your significant other, in your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, your friends. It's really digging down deeper and figuring out what the heck you're here for, what your purpose is, and how to be happy in that manner. Okay. And it's, again, not something I thought something I didn't even need. So what is it? It is reading self-help books or personal development books, listening to different things. It is watching YouTube motivational videos. I'm like a YouTube motivational video junkie. I love those things, those quick 2-minute like hype up videos. How did I get started doing it? Honestly, when I became a health and fitness coach, it is one of our vital behaviors is to do personal development 10 minutes every single day. Now, it can look different for every single person, it depends on what your struggle is. And that's what you focus your PD on. And Tracy's going to go into that, so I don't want to steal that bullet point from her because she has a lot of great information to give you guys. But it really is like figuring out, okay, what is my biggest struggle right now today? Is it figuring out how much time I have in the day? Is it workouts? Do I hate them? Is it my eating? Is it my mindset? Am I super negative? Is it the tribe that I'm surrounding myself with? What is my biggest struggle? What's holding me back from achieving my life goals, right? So I sit down and I identify that. And for me personally, when I say, okay, what am I doing? How am I doing it? And what needs to change? It might be that I start a book today called Girl Boss, and I'm like rocking it, but maybe in a week or two, that's not fueling my fire anymore. That's not my struggle anymore. I love finishing books from start to finish, or I love encouraging that, but I know for me, sometimes it's not realistic, and I want you guys to keep that in mind when we're talking about these things. You might have a struggle with your child that pops up, and your personal development might be on focusing on strong-willed children, things like that. They're all different types of personal development. So what is it? Like I said, it is I think they're called something else than self-help books, but that's all I have on my brain right now. So reading articles, listening to things that will help you to find your true purpose and change your mindset to a positive outlook. How I got started again, it's one of my vital behaviors as a coach, and I thought it was crazy and unnecessary, but now I don't know how to live without it. Okay. And then why is it important? Because just as it is important to fuel your body with good foods or workouts, or equally as important, and I say this, it's hard for me to say this because actually I kind of think it's more important because yes, I know taking care of the physical body is very important, obviously, but I feel like if your mindset isn't in the right place, that it's going to be very hard for you to start that health and fitness journey. It's going to be very hard for you to take that first step. Does anybody feel like that with me? Have you ever wanted to start a new meal plan, but the stress was so overwhelming that you couldn't even take that first step? Or you wanted to run that marathon, but the stress or the negativity or all those those roadblocks kept coming up and you didn't know how to overcome that. Well, that's what personal development does. That's what changing your mindset and focusing on it does for you. So once you get your mind in the right place, then you'll be able to take that next step on that next journey. And that's why I'm always like mind, body, soldier, because you have to fight for that mindset. You have to get up every single day and say, choose to have a good day. You have to choose to want to make a difference in your life and make a change. And actually my friend talked to me today and she was like, because I'm just that person. And I'm like, oh, why don't people just do it? Why don't they make the change? Why do they see the struggle and just continue to ride that bus? Like, I would rather get off the bus, not know where I am, and then go down a different road because I'm willing to try something else and have to turn around and come back, and that's fine. But I won't stay on that same exact path over and over and over again because I'm going down that road and it doesn't suit me. Does that make sense? Yes, I'm so glad you guys are with me on this because it is so hard, and mindset is such an important thing. So again, for me, why is it important? It's important because when I have my mindset right, I can do other things. I can focus on helping you guys. I can focus on helping my kids and my husband. When my mindset and I am taking care of myself first, I become a better person. And I know it sounds selfish, and maybe it is, but we need to practice self-care. We absolutely need to practice self-care. Again, mind, body, soldier. Fight for your positive mindset and your outlook on life to change. Fight for, fight for your happiness, you guys. We have this one opportunity. We have this one life. And I want you guys to understand how important it is to stand up and fight for that. So personal development is extremely important for you guys to focus on. And so let me make sure I hit my points. Yeah, sorry, I'm just getting it. Hey, Trace, where are you too? I don't know if I'm supposed to invite you on. What is it, how we get started, why we're doing it, why it's important. Okay, so I'm going to go on to, yes, she says. Are you ready? I don't want to rush you either because I can go, you know me, I could talk forever. But I know Tracy's going to talk about different ways to do personal development. And she's going to talk about stressors and workouts and different things, like literally what PD can I do right now? And that's what we call it, PD. What PD can I do right now that will help me with this specific struggle? Because yes, PD is great, but when you're like, okay, yeah, I'm struggling with getting my mindset right to live a dang good life, like what do I do? There's a million books, right? There's like a million podcasts, a million different things. So I want you guys, Tracy has a lot of good recommendations for you, and I'm adding her now. Awesome, because I'll go on tangents, and again, I know how important you're guys tonight. Hey, girlfriend.
Hey, I am really sorry, but in my car.
No. You are perfectly fine. Your hair looks
Your hair looks so dang pretty. This is Saturday.
I hear an echo.
Dang it. Okay, hold on.
Okay. Can anybody else
hear an echo? This is like still?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to log off and come back on.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, this is the joys of working with technology. It's really cool because we're able to come to you guys live and do these things and connect with you, but hey, it is what it is. Oh, it's only me echoing. Am I still echoing now? Hi, Nicole. Hi, Glenna. Maybe it was just when she hopped on. I see a heart. Does that mean I am not echoing? Let's see. I'm not echoing anymore. Thank you, Stephanie. I'm like, I can't tell. Okay, we're gonna try and add her one more time. If not, I might just have her comment below because she has some awesome tips. I really want to hear them.
How am I?
It's me echoing
in your video.
I don't know what to do. Can you
comment? Then I'll like kind of we'll do feedback.
You
comment your tips, and I'll like because we talked about them.
Okay.
Thank you. You're fine.
Oh, shoot.
So like I said, this is technology. This is what we do. But the best part about working with my tribe is that we know what each other's going to speak on because we know what our strengths are, and we always talk beforehand. And when we're coming live to you guys, we're like, okay, we want to know. Tracy has to mute when you are talking. Oh, how does that work? Linda, where are you? And I have to mute. I don't know how to mute myself. I'll end up hanging up. Okay, well, Tracy's going to comment her tips below. So I'm going to kind of just give you those. I'm going to give you those different ways to do personal development. Tracy, if you can hear me, I'm assuming you can. That's what I'm going to go over first. So different ways that you can do personal development is one, get a book. Don't let your children read the title of this. Grab a book. If you are the type of person that loves like that, the feeling of a book, the smell of a book, I clearly am. I wish you guys, oh, you can't see. I have books upon books, and see in those boxes, right there, that box, that's loaded with books. More boxes of books, and that doesn't even include all the ones I shoved out in my garage because they didn't match the color scheme. I know I'm totally lame, but you can totally, oh, we can put on headphones and get rid of the echo. I love you guys. You're so tech savvy. Hold on. Book. Tracy, I love you. Book. I have headphones. Trace, do you have headphones? We could totally try this again. Ooh, ooh. Trace, if you have headphones, you can request to join or just say yes or no. And then we can go from there. So, but if not, I'll just keep talking about your points. So, book. You guys love this. Get yourself a book. If you have time to read a book, it's really great. I always have great intentions on reading books. I buy them. I love the way they look. I love the way they feel. And look at this. I don't know that I've even opened this. I actually had to go buy it on audio, but then I had to be really careful with the audio. Just here's a little tidbit. If the title has a swear word in it, most likely the book is going to have swear words in it, so don't listen to it in your car with your children. That's okay, Trace. We'll work it out. We got this. Will you please make? We actually, yeah, Glenna. So we have a book list. And Trace, could you go actually copy? Would you mind doing that? Copying and pasting the book list onto this thread. So this will give you guys tons of ideas. It literally says, if you're struggling with XYZ, here are some options for you. And that's the thing, we have so many good ones. And even if you guys have questions, if you're like, I don't know, like I have this specific struggle, there are 10 books to choose from. My struggle goes a little bit deeper. What do you think? We'll give you our recommendations. And if we don't know, I'll reach out to Trace or I'll reach out to Louise or Susan or someone and say, hey, I have someone struggling with XYZ. What have you read lately that would help them with that? This is something we really love. Yes, and podcasts. So after you've done, if you love books, audiobooks, if you can't seem to get 10 minutes to yourself uninterrupted to read a book, because that's the stage of life that I'm in, I buy them on audiobooks. And then podcasts. If you guys have an iPhone, I'm sure they have it on Android. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure they do. No, I know they do. I just don't know what it's called. But podcasts are freaking incredible, guys. They are free most of the time. You can go there. John Maxwell has them if you're looking for business advice. Rachel Hollis, if you guys have not read the book called Girl, Wash Your Face, it's all about breaking free of like the strongholds on your life so you can pursue those dreams and serve your purpose that's meant for you. Love it. So it's called Girl Wash Your Face, and she has her own podcast, and I believe it's just called Rachel Hollis, a book list. I haven't done PD because I don't know what to start with. And Shaylin, that's literally where I started a long time ago. Like I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do in the moment, and then I got overwhelmed, and I already have enough overwhelm in other areas of my life. I didn't know what I wanted, like what the heck do I do for what struggle? So that's why I say and I hate writing down my struggle list without writing down my strength list, because I feel like when you're writing that stuff out, yes, it's giving you areas to focus on, to improve on, but at the same time, I was at a doctor's appointment today and it asked me like, what are your strengths for my child? And it said, what are your child's strengths? And I was like, I really like looking at that aspect of it, because when I'm sitting here writing down all my struggles, I'm like, man, my life's a shit show. But if I go over and I'm like, well, those are my struggles, that's fine. These are my strengths. So make that list for yourself. I'm going to give you guys that as a call to action. Make that list for yourself. what are my struggles, but what are my strengths? Because then you're putting it out into the world, but you're also lifting yourself up. You're giving yourself a piece of that positive energy. Thank you so much, Susan. I love it. Yes, and Stephanie, local library. That is awesome. I know one of our coaches, Morgan, does that. And honestly, if I could, we used to go to the library all the time when I had less children. Yeah, I make excuses, okay? Because I just have a lot right now. But local libraries are great. Rent them, read them, give them back. And I think they do audiobooks. I'm pretty sure they do, right, Stephanie, at your local library as well. And they do story times for kids too. So as soon as like, no, I think actually I'm gonna write that down. I gotta look that up. We just moved again. If you don't know me, we just moved again for the millionth time this year. And we're still adjusting to being in Florida, which is great. So 3 ways to do personal development is audiobook, podcast, and reading actual books. Yes, they do. Thank you, Stephanie. I love that you have so many tips too. And this can help these like personal development, PD, helps with all areas of life. Guys, I'm not kidding. It helps with stress, how to overcome anxiety, fear, depression. And if you have any of these things and you feel like, okay, well, I need more than just a book, you guys, don't ever feel like you can't go see a therapist or a psychologist or something like that. That is one of the best things that you can do, honestly. Like, I think I would advise everybody, because you know what? We all go through a lot. We all go through different struggles. Different things in our lives are going to bring up different things in our past. And I highly, highly recommend getting a therapist, getting someone you can go talk to, because at the end of the day, maybe you're just worn out and you're tired and you need help and you need tips and tricks to help you get through life. And don't ever think, I think that is a great form of personal development and self-care, is taking care of you and going to talk to someone. Okay. So, and I'm not saying, oh, remember that as a coach, the books you buy are tax deductible. Yes. Thank you, Linda. And anything you do buy, if you run your own business, if you buy books, podcasts, which most of them are free, but some of them you can buy, podcasts, audiobooks, all of that is a tax deduction, right? Tax deductions, and I'm reading them anyways. Don't be afraid to have a couple different options. Yes. So, and that's something that I addressed a little bit on earlier. Thank you, Tracy. So, like I said, if I'm going through, like I'll show you guys right here. Hold on, let me grab this. If I'm not gonna, my legs are gonna give out. I did 18 miles in 2 days. Okay. So strong-willed child, get over your damn self, motivation myth. This is one shelf. This is like one tiny section of my bookshelf. But if y'all know me, you know my Emmett. He's my second son. He gives us a run for our money. So strong-willed child. When I'm really struggling and I'm feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm stuck, I do PD to help me be a mom. And I've always done that even before a coach, because I was like, well, how can I help him serve his true purpose? I feel like that's something that's really big for me as a parent. I feel like for all of us, we're always trying to figure out how to help our children, how to help in our marriage, like relationship wise. So many different things you guys can read on. Get over your damn self. This is a really good book. It's the No BS Blueprint to Building a Life-Changing Business. This will help when you guys, this is actually, I got a really nice message from one of my girls earlier, and she asked, she's like, how do I get over when people will be like, I already know what your life is about. You already post online all the time. And I'm like, that's really cute. I post some things online. I live a 24-hour life. You think if I'm posting 24 hours, you would know. If you want a reality show or you want to follow me around with a camera, then you would know. Linda, I just got therapist. So for anybody that doesn't know, Dr. Linda is a therapist. She is a psychologist and she's amazing. So she's being Linda, which we love. Hey, Linda, where's my doppelganger? Anyways, I feel like I haven't had one in a couple days. I know. So, Get Over Your Damn Self is a really, really great book to get out of your own head, because guess what? The bottom line is, guys, when you start anything new, whether it be trying to help your child or go down a different path, whether it be trying to do a workout program, whether it be changing your eating habits, whether it be starting your own MLM or your own clothing store or something outside of the norm, haters are going to rise. They're going to start judging you and they're going to try to knock you down. They're going to try to say, they're just like, I feel like this is, if you guys agree with me or you've gone through this, share your story below so we can all relate and be on the same page. But the whole idea is when we get on that path to serving our purpose, we get on that path to changing lives, that's when the enemy or the universe or whatever you want to call it wants to beat us down. Like, it wants to stop us in our tracks because we aren't supposed to do that, because that's going to change more lives and have more people be fulfilled and happy. And there is that force that's trying to stop you, right? But that's why it's so important to do personal development, because you can fight that force. You can fight that force with the help of a tribe, with the help of God. If you're religious, I love God, I love Jesus, they're my right-hand men. So the true key to getting through all that, pushing through that path is one, know your why. Know your why. Why are you doing this? Why are you showing up every day? What is so important to you? What's the one thing? So you have your call to action to make your list about your struggles and your strengths. Now your next one is, what is the one thing that you would fight for till the end of the earth? That literally someone would have to take you away from kicking and screaming and nail beds bleeding. And I know this is dramatic, but this is literally what I think of, is what's the one thing that I will never let anybody get in my way of? What's the one thing I would fight for no matter what? No matter if I'm tired, if I'm sick, doesn't matter if I'm on my deathbed, what will I still stand up and fight for? That is your why. And if you don't have a why that is that powerful for your life or to push forward, you need to sit down and really figure it out. For me, it's my family. All day long, it's my family. I grew up in a very broken home. My parents divorced when I was 3. There was a lot of drugs and alcohol and all these crazy things. And I promised myself that when I got married, if I ever got married, because it was not on my list, I've been married now 9 years, almost 9 years. And if I ever had kids, because I wanted kids, but I didn't want the husband because there was so much brokenness. And if I ever did any of these things, that I was going to fight to give my kids the life that I didn't have. And not saying that my life was absolutely terrible. I have amazing siblings. I mean, really, my childhood grew me into the person I am today. So am I angry about it? No. Did I learn a lot? Yes. So what's the one thing for me? Family. I will fight for family. I will fight for freedom for my family, for my children. Nothing, no hater, no amount of people cutting me down will ever, ever, ever stop me from fighting to live my best life for my boys and to show them what life should look like, because that is my job and I will fight for that. I don't care if you're going to tell me my voice is squeaky or I talk too much. Oh my God, do you know how many people have told me that I talk too fast or they can't follow me or this or that? And I'm like, then why are you continuing to watch my video? There's a lot of stuff on social media. You don't need to be watching me, right? And so this is what personal development will do for you. It puts on that coat of armor, it puts on that strength. And if you're doing it with a tribe of people, if you're doing it with the people that are loving on you, and if you don't have a tribe that's loving on you and supporting you, if they're constantly fighting you every step of the way, every change you want to make, if it's a change for good and they're telling you no, then you need to get a new tribe. And I say that strongly, because a tribe is a group of people that come together to fight together, to live their lives in accordance with each other, to lift each other up and support each other. And you need to get one of those. And I'm not kidding. When it comes to personal development, when it comes to falling off the wagon with like, oh, I haven't read anything in a little while, I haven't done anything in a little while, then you need to find people that will hold you accountable for that. And it's so freaking important. Yes, sorry. And I know you guys are dropping comments. Let's see. PD's changed my life. I know, Tracy, I'm sad you can't share your story. So for those of you that are just joining or don't know Tracy's story, Tracy's husband, Darren, then fiance, they got engaged on Christmas Day. She woke up the next day, and he'd had a stroke. And that was almost 3 years ago now. And her story, I can't do it justice. I can't do anything. Tracy, will you actually share it? I don't know if you'll be comfortable with this. I think you might be. Will you share your wedding video on this page after? Because I really want people to understand the depth of your situation, and everyone has different situations. Tracy's never made excuses. Tracy has never said, you know what, it's too hard, I can't do this. The love of my life doesn't remember our relationship at all, so I'm gonna quit. She is an inspiration to me and to all of us, so I'm gonna have her share that. I hope you don't mind, I totally just put you on the spot. I know, Linda, our tribe is amazing. I love it, Susan. And that's the thing, we are all drawn to people that we are meant to have in our lives. I literally just got a message from someone. She said, hey, I know this sounds really weird, but I keep going to my son's school, and there's this little girl, and she seems sad, and I feel like a crazy person. I don't know what's going on with her. I try to talk to her, but I'm drawn to her. And I'm like, nope, I get it. Because I am drawn to people. People are drawn to each other because we are meant to serve them. We are meant to see what's going on. Like, have you ever felt that? Have you ever felt so pulled and connected to people? That's because we were created to be connected with one another. And if we are in the right mindset, and if we are doing our personal development, if we are getting into the word, if we are doing what we need to do, that connection only gets stronger. And you just feel that pull. You feel that pull because we are meant to serve and we're meant to have a life with each other. We're never meant to do this alone because this is not easy. Changing your life, digging deeper, transforming in 30 days, that's just the beginning. That's just the stepping stone. There's so many options and we have 3 weeks left. I don't know why we called it Transforming in 30 Days because it's a 6-week series, but we did because you can put these 6 tips into 30 days and start seeing huge changes, which is incredible. But I want you guys to know that you have to know your why, dig deeper. What will never stop you? What is something that no matter what, I literally, like, maybe I watch too much Law and Order or something, but I'm like, if someone was coming after me and chasing me and trying to physically, like, harm me, what would I continue to fight for? What would never let me give up that fight? And it's my family. So I want you guys, that's your second call to action, is what will you always, always fight for? What will you show up for at the end of the day? Because that's what you're fighting for. That's what you're doing your personal development for. That's what you're doing your workouts for. That's what you're building your business for. That's why you're in a better mind frame or you're trying to change your negative outlook into a positive one because you're fighting for that. And that will make it all worth it because it will make sense when you don't want to get up in the morning, or it will make sense when you don't want to stay up late. I was so tired from Disney yesterday and I was like, I'm not feeling great. My 8-year-old had 104 fever this morning. We're going on almost a week of a fever, but everyone at school has it and it's been going and coming back, and I was tired and I felt myself coming down with something and I was like, oh, I could just not go on this video and it'd be fine. And I said, but my why, which is showing my boys that you show up no matter what. When you make a commitment, you show up no matter what. Unless, I mean, honestly, if my fever was 104, I probably would have said, hey, Trace, can you lead it by yourself? So I love you. But not only that, is that you're showing up. You're teaching other people to show up for their lives. You're getting off of that struggle bus because, God, you've been on it too damn long and you're too damn important to keep riding it. So get off at the next stop. Make the change. Do the thing that you've wanted to do for a really long time, but things have held you back because your life is too important. You are too important. Who gives a shit about other people and what they say? If they are negative, delete them and block them and don't let them in your life. I delete people's comments all the time. Why? Because it's my social media. And when I look at a post of my family and someone's saying something negative on it, guess what? It's still my family at the end of the day. Or if someone's telling me I share my stuff too much, they already know my life. Guess what? They're not my person. They're not my people. If you're sitting there thinking you know my whole life because I posted twice or 3 times that day, you don't really know me and you didn't want to get to know me. So there's no relationship there. And that's okay. We're not meant to be in a relationship with everyone. We're meant to be in relationship with our people, with our tribe, with the people that we are called. I know, Glenna, I hope that answers your questions. I was like, I hope I hit it. So I want you guys to know your why, know what you're fighting for, and then have a tribe that supports you. Okay? I'll say it all day long. Have a tribe, have a tribe, have a tribe. I don't care what that tribe looks like, as long as they are lifting you up and supporting you, as long as they are pouring into you and you are pouring back into them. Because guess what? If you're just joining a whatever it may be, your kids join a baseball team. For example, your kids join a baseball team and you just move there and you don't know anybody, but you expect that everyone should come and introduce themselves to you, and now you're quiet and they're quiet and you didn't make that connection and you're feeling left out and everybody probably hates you. No, let me tell you right now, that's on you. You stand up, you introduce yourself, you make that connection, you change your life, and you be the person that they were scared to be. Not everyone's out to get you too. Think about that. Not everyone's out to get you. If you're nervous, they're probably nervous too. If you're uncomfortable, they're probably uncomfortable too. Personal development will give you the courage, will give you the mindset, will give you the tools to be that person. Be that person, you guys. It is your purpose in life. You are meant to serve. Okay. Awesome, Glenna. I love that. So with that being said, Tracy, did I miss anything that you wanted to share? You guys know me. I always say this. I go off on tangents because I do. Did I miss anything, Tracy, that you wanted to share? Do you guys have questions, concerns, comments that I can address? Y'all know that we have our challenge groups. If you need help with your fitness journey, if you're like, okay, well, I need my mindset, awesome. We're going to drop that personal development list here for you on the bottom so you can go in. If you need that one step more, that one step deeper, reach out to whoever added you to this group and say, hey, I just watched that personal development transformation life, whatever you want to call it, but session. I need a PD book for this. Can you help me? And if they can't, then reach out to the next person. But seriously, you guys, you are not meant to do this alone at all. Like we are called to do it together. So that's number one. If you want to get started on your health and fitness journey, you guys know we have private groups for that. We have the accountability that I talk about so much because that is huge. If I didn't have people looking up to me to be like, oh, if Jac did her workout, then I'll go do mine, I probably wouldn't be doing mine because I would easily slide under the radar and hide away because that's easy for me. Because that's easy for all of us. Because that's us staying on that struggle bus. Shoot, that's us sitting in the back of the struggle bus pretending we're not on the struggle bus, but yet we're driving the struggle bus. So don't do it by yourself. So if you need that extra level of accountability, you want to do some workouts, you don't know what to do, reach out. Reach out again to the person that added you. They will send you either health questions or a health questionnaire, or maybe you filled it out, but you didn't get set up because you were nervous or you were scared or you thought it wasn't the right time, but now's the right time. Today's the right time. Make the choice. And you know, if you want to join our tribe, you want to take that to the next level, the accountability, even above and beyond, and like, you know what? I've been waiting to be a coach, or I've been wondering what the heck you do as a coach. Guys, go to the unit section on this page. No pressure section, you're already in this group. You literally go to the units. It's a tab up top if you're on your cell phone, or on the side if you're on a computer. Click units. You can learn what the heck we do as coaches just by clicking down. It tells you about income. It tells you about the cost to sign up. We have no secrets. We are an open book team. We are no drama. No lying, no nothing. Like, we are, what you see is what you get. We are real and we are raw. So we want you guys to know that that information is there for you. And if you do want to join our tribe for November, we are accepting 10 new coaches. We know that we are going into, oh my goodness, all the things. We're going into Thanksgiving. We are going into Christmas. We are going into Hanukkah. We are going into the new year. We are going into everything. So I know for our tribe for November, 10 new spots open up. That's a mentorship. That's a new coach thread that you get popped into to ask questions. For reminders, there's so many good things that come with joining a tribe, and I hear my 2-year-old trying to bust in the door. Okay, let me see. I posted the list of PD examples, and thank you, Tracy. Oh, please, guys, and go watch Tracy's video, but be prepared to cry, like a little bit, or a lot. I can't watch it. I've only watched it like 19 times, and I literally have a breakdown every time because it's just the most romantic love story and like touching and like, oh, Tracy, I just love you. And thank you for sharing all that. Okay. Let's see. Yes, Ashley. Oh my gosh, I love that. I'm so glad you're ready to get off your struggle bus. And Stephanie too. So do the call to actions that I mentioned tonight. Reach out to whoever added you. Get started with something, whether it be a personal development book, an audio book, a podcast, a workout program, and changing your meal plan, whatever it may be. Make your struggles list and make your strengths list, right, that we talked about. And then look at that. Like, how can I improve? How do I need help on that? And I really want you guys to think about diving off that struggle bus. Okay? Don't just get off, casually look around and run back on. Dive off that struggle bus. Go down that street. If that street's not yours, guess what? Go down the next street, because there's a million different paths out there for you. But if you're just choosing to go on autopilot and be like, this is life, this is okay, I don't really love it, but I'm willing to tolerate it, we don't want that for you. I don't want that for you. Whoever added you to this group doesn't want that for you. They want more for you, and they know you can have more. Okay? Let me see. I'm so sorry, but oh no, Trace, I love you. Okay, any final questions, comments, concerns? I just love our tribe. Epic as F. Iconic. I have so many one word, 2 words. What is the tuck and roll? Yes, tuck and roll off that bus, Michelle. Tuck and roll. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining. If I didn't address something, or you have a deeper question, or you want to message whoever added you or me privately, we all work as a tribe. We're here to support you guys, to lift you up, to love you. Set that reminder for in your phone next Monday at 9 p.m. We only have 3 weeks left to this series, and then we're going to take a little break. So take advantage of this, you guys. Like, put this in your calendar. Know to be here, because we want you guys to get the most out of this information, because this is what's worked for us. This is 4 years of knowledge tucked into 6 weeks. That's pretty freaking incredible, and we're doing it for you guys because we really want you to make that change, and we love you guys. Okay. Let's see. You're welcome. Oh, I love you guys that joined. Have a blessed night, and we will be chatting soon. Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining.